Hello there. Welcome to my channel Wildlife and Travel with Kamulika. A quick recapitulation of part 1 of this video on our bird photography tour in eastern Bhutan. We were a group of 7 members who were part of an 8 days 7 nights tour organized by Satyr Tragopan. This is what our entire tour route looked like. Part 1 of this video covered our tour from Thrumshingla to Yongkhola. For more on part 1 of this video, please refer to the link separately provided in the description of the video. In the second part of this video, I will be taking you through the next leg of our journey, Yongkhola to Bumthang and then Zhemgang. It was a wet start. A thick mist had enveloped the entire place. It had poured incessantly throughout the previous night and showed no signs of abating that morning either. But the rain outside could not dampen our spirits within. On the way, we passed a beautiful waterfall that fell from a cliff above and cascaded onto the road. Thereafter, it became a thundering waterfall called the Namling Brak waterfall, of which we got a wonderful view from the other side. To reach this waterfall, we had passed a section along the Namling Brak, often called Bhutan's wildest road, as it is prone to frequent landslides and is potentially dangerous with narrow stretches of road. Our destination for that day was Bumthang. We had driven for nearly 2 hours and reached a small hamlet called Sengor. It was time for a break and some breakfast too. While the others settled inside, I stayed outside and explored around for some new bird species. There was a black-rumped magpie that was literally drenched till the last feather. And nearby, a pair of red-billed chough huddled together while sheltering themselves from the rain. We resumed our journey after the break and stopped at a place to look for the great parrotbill. It was a dense forest where the last few rhododendrons of the season were still in bloom. Our guides managed to locate the elusive and very difficult to sight great parrotbill. In the pouring rain, the bird gave us a few precious moments in which all managed to get some decent shots of it. Next, we headed to the Thrumshingla pass at an elevation of more than 12,000 feet. Our target was a high elevation bird species, the blood pheasant. We spotted a beautiful pair of blood pheasants. In some time, the female slipped away into the forest while the male stood guard. And then the male too crossed the road, giving us a stunning view of itself, and joined the female on the other side. We sighted the female of a Himalayan bluetail and grey-sided warbler as well. I would like to mention here that during the tour, we visited locations that were not regular tourist spots. There were times when in all that wilderness, Except for a random car passing by, our group was the only sign of any human presence there. Our next stop was a small coniferous forest along the road where some bird activity was seen. By noon, we had entered the district of Bumthang, and here we took a quick break before the next session. While lunch got prepared, I took a look around and found this black beauty sitting along the roadside. For the afternoon session, we headed to Tharpaling Monastery. Our primary target there was the Himalayan monal, a bird that had been on my bucket list for years. We passed through some settlements till we reached open fields. Incidentally, the meaning of Bumthang directly translates as beautiful field. After passing through the beautiful fields of Chumi Valley in Bumthang, we began our arduous drive up to the monastery. The Tharpaling Monastery is at an elevation of about 11,800 feet. It is surrounded by forest and is known to be frequented by Himalayan monals. This was my first sighting of a Himalayan monal, a male. The male of the bird, with its striking colors, is considered to be one of the most beautiful pheasants in the world. That evening, we returned to Chumi Valley and put up at the Eidgah guest house for the night. We were ready for another day. Our next destination was Zhemgang. There was a foggy stretch on the way. This, we learned, was the Yongkhola Pass, located at a height of approximately 11,200 feet. Once we had passed the foggy stretch, we enjoyed some great views. Seeing some bird activity here, we alighted from our respective vehicles and walked alongside the road. Unlike others in the group, this was my first time doing bird photography in the Himalayas. And every bird I saw here was a lifer for me, which in birding parlance means bird species seen for the first time. We continued our journey to Zhemgang and stopped in between at a few locations where we sighted some more birds. By noon, we had reached Zhemgang. Before proceeding to our next session, we had lunch at Wangdigang Cafe, located at the tri-junction of Zhemgang, Trongsa and Gelefu. From a birder's point of view, Zhemgang is a significant location as it is a key habitat and breeding site of the endangered white-bellied heron. Post lunch, we headed to the nesting site of the white-bellied heron and on the way stopped at a point and photographed some birds.
Bulbul. Open.
On the way to the nesting site of the white-bellied heron, we saw some golden langurs, but didn't spend much time there. The nesting site would have been quite impossible to spot had it not been for the trained eyes of the guides. Deep down in the valley along the river was a nest with 2 white-bellied heron fledglings. One of them was ringed and they did not move much. The light was fading away and it was decided to visit again the following morning. We wrapped up our day and made our way to Bertie White-bellied Heron Eco Lodge, where we would stay for the night. Nestled deep inside the forest, it seemed like a perfect getaway from the hustle and bustle of city life. The rooms were excellent, and the balcony of the rooms opened out to the beautiful view of the Mangdechu river. Something in particular caught my attention. The walls of my room were adorned with no expensive paintings, but with the drawings of children from the local school with due credit given to them, which I perceived was an excellent initiative to encourage local talent. We were all geared up to leave early next morning. We had a long way to go. Our final destination for the day was Nobding. The plan for the morning was to do a little roadside birding at Burmo village and then visit the white-bellied heron nesting site again. That morning, there were 3 individuals. While there were 2 in the open, there was a third hidden among branches on the right side. The white-bellied heron is one of the rarest herons in the world. The IUCN has classified it as critically endangered. Native to the eastern Himalayas, its global population is estimated at fewer than 250 individuals. Loss of habitat is the primary reason for its declining population. Locally known as Chukcha, 50% of the total global population of white-bellied herons is found in Bhutan. With the white-bellied heron, we wrapped up our session in Zhemgang and moved towards Nobding. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video on the second part of our Eastern Bhutan bird photography tour. I will share the video of the last and final part of this exciting tour shortly.